Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got their crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified optics, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all been understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels unravels haunted castles. Cops are baffled. Potential experimental plots that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flatters, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all been understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hey guys, Wolfie. I didn't even turn my camera on yet. Hi guys. Hey Radine. Hey Amber. Pointer Lover 87. Edward, Catherine, Happy Hippie, SRB, Cherie, Brooke E, my sexy spreadsheet, ET Lady, Sloth Fan, Cool Gamer, Neatfoot, Eddie. How are you guys? Hi, Casey May. Hey, Shay Benet. You made it. Good. Okay. So we had documents. Oh, sure, ET Lady. I would love that. And thank you to anyone who has joined Patreon so far. Last night I dropped episode 1 of the 9/11 series, so you'll find it there. So there's about 7 or 8 episodes that I've already done on my 9/11 series. And so what I'm doing, if you are in Patreon, what you're going to see is, like last night, it's an already pre-recorded episode. It's an episode that I've done on YouTube, but I had to take it off YouTube. So I'm trying to do like an episode a day to get it all uploaded to Patreon. And then once I get caught up, we're going to start continuing on with the series and covering it in real time. So thank you for everybody who has joined Patreon, and I'm really excited for that journey. And so, well, thank you, Happy Hippie. So today we have a document drop. We have documents that have been dropped. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already gone through it and you've already seen it. Well, thanks, Wolfie. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't. I've already spoken to Dick and Willie to schedule Dick and Willie episode 1, because now that we have some stuff to go off of, I want to hear these two discuss it and battle it out. So I don't know if that's going to be later today or tomorrow, which also tomorrow night I'm going to be over. Oh, thanks, Happy Hippie. tomorrow night, I'm going to be over on Real Talk with Alex, which is Alex Erickson's second channel, to do our second part of the UFO aliens live that we did the other week. So I'm excited. Oh, thanks, Casey May. Thanks, Shay Benet. You guys are so sweet. Hi, Nenny. What number? I don't know what number is. Oh, I said put a 1 in the chat if you've already gone through the new documents that have been released. Put a 2 if you haven't. So Point Delivery said 2. Happy Hippie says 2. Rating says 1 somewhat. SRB says 1 but couldn't decipher a lot of it. Yeah, Casey May says 2. SRB says C. Billy Sunday said 2. Catherine Lawrence said 1. Amber said 1. Okay. Hi, Punkette. Hey, what the croc? So good seeing you. Thanks, Amber. So, okay. So this is where I will be tomorrow night. For anybody who isn't already subscribed to Alex Erickson's second channel, go over and subscribe. And we're going to be doing UFO Aliens Part 2. She's great. Happy Hippie. She's great. Okay. Awesome. Shape and I. What the croc says 2, Punkette says 2. Well, let's get right into it. So we have a lot of documents to kind of go through, a lot of information. So, sorry. Gotta call you back right after my live. Okay. So, the first set. Hey, Dick Buffet. It's so lovely seeing you. What the croc. Okay. So, I'm going to go in chronological order because you guys know that's how I like to go. Kind of how it all kind of dropped in real time. So, yesterday, late last night, we had the documents that came out about Brian Kohberger's lawyer, Ann Taylor, and the potential conflict of interest that we're dealing with here. So the document reads, be it known that the following proceeding were had to wit, court noted that the presence of counsel and the defendant, and stated that the defendant is still in custody. Court noted that all parties were appearing via Zoom. Now, I would share my screen and pull this up, but sometimes when I do that, my audio gets a little bit glitchy. So I'm just going to verbally read it to you for now, but I could pull it up after if you guys want to visually see it. I'll pull up the list of items that were recovered because I know I need a visual to see that too. Let me know if my audio gets a bit glitchy. Oh, well, hello, Jan. Thank you for coming. So it says, court noted the presence of counsel. Okay. Court stated that this is the time set for the status conference. Court stated that this is a sealed recording of the proceeding and the minutes will be sealed in the court file. This is all, protocol. Okay, so court stated that the purpose of this hearing is to ensure the defendant, Brian, is fully advised of his right to counsel and any potential conflict Ms. Taylor may have. Court further stated that the court recently met with Ms. Jennings and Ms. Taylor, and it was determined that it would be prudent to have this hearing. We've known this. Hi, Jamie. We've known this. We've known this to be an issue, right? Is this a potential conflict of interest? Well, this breaks it all down. Court stated that Ms. Taylor, prosecution, okay? Court stated that this Ms. Taylor is the appointed public defender for this county, and that Ms. Taylor's name is on nearly all letterhead for the county public defender's office, whether she is the acting attorney or not. Court explained to the defendant that a conflict of interest can arise if counsel currently or previously represents an individual, or if there is some other conflict such that they would need to withdraw. Hey, William. Court stated that this court generally leaves the issue of conflict and the decision, if it is necessary to withdraw, to each attorney on a case-by-case basis. Hey, Sofla Mama. and to allow counsel time to discuss this decision with the individual they are representing. So I'm going to break that down for you guys. It's really up to the lawyers themselves to determine whether or not they believe there is conflict of interest. So it's really up to Ann Taylor to say, is there a conflict of interest? I don't personally think so. Oh, no, you don't have to. They're two different. So Patreon is completely separate. ET Lady memberships on the channel is here. Patreon has nothing to do with it. So that's your choice. So, mama. But thank you so much for joining Patreon, ET Lady. Oh, we'll get into William. I'm gonna have you up. Don't worry. But I'd like to schedule our first Dick and Willie show, whether it's like later tonight or tomorrow before I do the live over on Allie's, to have both of you guys come up. Okay, so court stated that based upon discussion with counsel this morning, it is the court's understanding that the defendant, Brian, is in agreement with Miss Taylor continuing to represent him, and further stated that it is the court's understanding that Miss Taylor does not believe there is a conflict of interest. The defendant stated that this is correct. So Brian is agreeing there's no conflict of interest. 12:51 p.m., Ms. Taylor stated that her name appears on every document in the public defender's office, but below her name is the individual who actually represents the named individual in the case. Ms. Taylor stated the specific issue with the media has brought attention to two of her cases involving Xana Kernodle's mother, Miss Kernodle. Miss Taylor stated that there was an open felony case that she was not assigned to, and the case has since been conflicted out. Miss Taylor further stated that there was a 2017 misdemeanor case, which was sentenced and her office was waiting to withdraw from. Miss Taylor stated that the public defender who represented Miss Kernodle in this matter was redacted, who left the PD's office in September or October. Miss Taylor stated her practice is to transfer all cases that are pending withdrawal or have a bench warrant issued to her. Ms. Taylor stated that the 2017 case was assigned to her on October 20th, and from October 20th until the date she withdrew. Ms. Taylor stated that she had no contact or relationship with Ms. Kernodle and has not met her or provided any legal advice. Ms. Taylor stated that the most of what the media is reporting on regarding the Quatanao County cases is untrue. Hi, Ruckus Rocks. Hey, Remy. Super Greek. Ms. Taylor stated that she has spoken with Bill Thompson and Ashley Jennings and explained the above situation to them. Oh, well, thanks for joining as a member, ET Lady. Thank you so much. Happy to have you back. Ms. Taylor stated that she has spoken with the ISB Bar Counsel's office, who conferred with redacted and redacted, and all three do not believe that there is a conflict. So as long as the defendant is comfortable with her remaining on as counsel, Ms. Taylor stated that there is no other person that she is connected to in this case, and stated that Mr. Koberger is the only individual in this case to whom she owes a duty of advocacy and loyalty. 12:54 p.m. upon inquiry from the court, Ms. Jennings stated that it is her understanding as well. Court questioned the defendant, Brian. The defendant stated that given the information he has heard and the conversations he has had with Ms. Taylor, he feels comfortable proceeding with her as counsel. 12:55 p.m., court advised the defendant of his right to have an attorney. And if he believes there is a conflict, the court can find and appoint different counsel. The defendant stated that he understood. Court questioned the defendant. The defendant stated that it is his wish to proceed with Ms. Taylor as counsel. 12:56 p.m., court stated that there is a lot of speculation surrounding this case and has spoken with the attorneys regarding staying focused on the facts. Court appreciates this issue being brought to the court's attention and stated that this information appropriately covers any concerns. Court recessed at 1:05 p.m. So there is that. Yep, exactly, Dick. There is that. We are done. Hey, Allie. As far as any conflict of interest is concerned, there was a hearing on it. And this is what I said that they should have done. So I'm happy that they've done it. Oh, thank you, ET lady. That's your support means so much. So thank you for doing both. That's awesome. Right, Meatfoot. I'm very happy that they have officially addressed this. We needed this. Also, do you have to pay Alex to understand it? No, ET lady. I mean, I would join Allie's membership either way. I'm not sure if her Real Talk with Alex has memberships, but it's going to be open to the public. You're good. Tomorrow night, and if the mods could drop the link to her channel one more time, it's going to be open. You don't have to pay for it. I don't know, King Scarlet News. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're supposed. I don't think it would be open to her anyway. It's not about, hey, let's hear from the people that you represented. As far as that document states, it says that even though Ann Taylor's name is on the letterhead, that she wasn't the one who actually represented her. Thank you, Amber. Yep, this is the channel, guys. Yay, ET lady. Thank you. All right, now let's get, as Justin would say, let's get into the meat and potatoes, shall we? Unsealed documents. All right. Whew. They released what they got from Brian's parents' Pennsylvania home. We got some interesting things. Okay, let me read the list. Okay. And the Hyundai, the car. Okay, let's start. What they took from Brian Koberger's house. This is the full list of evidence. William, you can't say be right back when I'm about to start this part. Hi, Ava. Hey, Leo. So good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Been dreaming. Yay. Meat and potatoes. Here we go for a pic to show. I don't know. Okay. Taken from Brian Koberger's house, which again, this is his parents' house in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. Are you ready? A knife. But it's not the knife. I'll show you guys that after, okay? A book with underlining on page 118. An AT&T bill for Brian C. Koberger. Other people that I know, Remy, horrible handwriting. Horrible handwriting. A Smith & Wesson knife. Thank you, Dick Buffet. Hi, Akasha. Okay. A cheap-ass knife, yes. Okay, so far we have a knife, a book with underlining on page 118, and an AT&T phone bill for Brian C. Koberger. There was a Glock 22 Gen S 40 caliber serial BMXV SQI. But I just got to call that my cousin. Oh, what the crock. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What the crock. As for, if you guys pray or, just send out healing vibes into the universe, and I will pray, and I'm so sorry. And just like that, right? Just like that, anything can happen. Well, if you're a huge Glock guy, I'm not. So what is a Glock 22 Gen S? Oh, what the crock. Just take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. You hold it together, for your cousin, and be strong, and just send out, manifest. I'm a big believer on manifesting. So if you manifest that positive energy and those healing vibes, and she will be okay. If it's a girl, she will be okay. Then she will be okay. So it's the power of chat. Everybody come together and manifest those energy and those thoughts out into the universe. It's a full-size Glock. Wolfie, stop it. I don't know what a Glock is, to be honest. Can I look it up? It's a Glock 22 Gen S .40 caliber. Oh. So this is the gun. I don't know what a Glock is, Shapenay. Don't laugh at me. Of course, what the crock. Of course. So this is a Glock. Shay, I don't think I've ever seen a gun like off of an officer. Like, we don't have that. So this is the type of gun that they found at his parents. Hi, Lucia. Don't laugh at me, Nenny. That would be great, Magic. I just learned about knives with this case. Like, I don't know that type of stuff. It's a brand. Okay. It's not a Gen S, it's a Gen 5. Oh, I'm sorry. It's written Gen S here. So let me see. Gen 5. See, I told you I have no idea. I wouldn't have known that. Okay. Thank you. It's okay. You can make fun of me, Shay. Okay. So, neither did I. What the crock? I'm trying to learn. It's big, full size. Okay. A Glock 43. Okay. So, again, so far, we have the Smith & Wesson pocket knife, a book with underlining on page 118, an AT&T bill for Brian C. Koberger, and then a Glock 22 Gen 5 40 caliber gun. Then we have a folder containing vehicle paperwork. Sorry, Ruckus. I won't know. It's okay to, you guys, if you ever hear me say something wrong or incorrect, correct me. Please. I'd rather you correct me than me to say something that's inaccurate. I don't take offense to it. That it's a huge gun shop, so I always just ask him. That would be awesome, Allie, if you could ask him specifics about it. My Insta, do you have Facebook? You could either reach out to me, email, or Facebook, because my Insta, I don't ever go on it. Then we have an Acer laptop. Green leafy substance in green container, which I'd be curious. I'd be curious if it is weed. I'm going to assume it's weed. There's not that many green leafy substances that's around. Then it says documents, green leafy substance in plastic bag. You do, Amanda? Hey, Wandering Sub. What's a crimson red kimber? Is that a type of weed? Yeah, there's my email. It'll pop magic. There it is. Vegan stout. Oh, Katie O'Brien. Oh shit, coming in. Okay. That 22 would be an open carry weapon, which is legal in PA. You wouldn't conceal this really. Okay. Yeah, shit weed. Yeah, Catherine. Sativa. That's funny, Meatfoot. If he had an armed security job, he may have purchased the Glock 22 for that work. Most private security companies pay more for armed employees, but doesn't supply the pistol. Okay. Because I'll be honest, this is like a very standard looking gun to me. Like more so that people wear, like cops and stuff. So seaweed. Okay. So then there were documents. Oh my God. That's a name of a gun. Oh man. I think I just proved how little I don't know about guns. I don't know, Allie. That's what I'd like to know. So the house was raided. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're all his. So we have another green leafy substance in plastic bag, which is more like pot. I mean, or it could be vegan snacks. You know what? I'm just going back in like my brain. Nisa. I'm going back in my brain and I kept pot in Ziploc bags. Just try to bear with me, what the crock. It's probably because, all right, let me get through the list and then we'll go back in and discuss it. So again, we have Smith & Wesson pocket knife. This is all items seized from Brian's Pennsylvania home, which is his parents' home, keep in mind. Smith & Wesson knife, book with underlining on page 118. AT&T bill for Brian C. Koberger. A Glock 22, which is this on the screen. A folder containing vehicle paperwork. Acer laptop. Green leafy substance in green container. Documents. Green leafy substance in plastic bag. White paper with password. White paper with password. Power cable, which, why would they take the power cable? Like, does any information get stored in your power cable? I don't know. Cell phone. So they got a cell phone. 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines. Empty. So I'll ask you gun people. Oh, he used the cable to power the gun. Oh, I didn't know guns charge. Wait. Use the cable to power the gun. Wait. It didn't sound right when I said it, but Remy said it first, okay? Shit. A new Glock comes with, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is not my forte. That's what I thought. I thought it was like a power cord for a thought it was a power cord for the computer, not for the gun. Gun lock cables. I'm feeling really not smart right now. I even believed you. I didn't even say it confidently because it sounded wrong as I said it. Whatever. All right, so we have a power cable. I don't know what for. Not for the gun, though. Cell phone and 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines. So I know. I'm going to ask. But the magazines, just answer. Don't judge me, okay? Is that the thing that holds the bullets that goes into this thingy? Into like the gun? Is that what that is? Whatever, Shay. Okay. And one more question. Do you refill the magazines? Like, is it strange that he would have 3? Like, do you refill them, or do you need a new magazine after you're done using one? Hush it, Remy. I need to make sure you guys know what I was referring to. Damn. Allie. Oh my God. God damn it, my gun's dead. Crap. Yeah, hold on. I gotta charge this. Jesus. Yes, and a full-size Glock. Peanut syrup. If you don't want to refill the magazine, you think more. If you use the first one, refill them. So why would, okay, just explain to me, is it peculiar that he'd have 3, or no? Is it just normal? Shit, someone find me an extension cord. I never heard of it, but I don't know tech these days. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it easier. Thanks, Shay. Magazine, okay. I don't trust myself with guns anyway. Hey, Combat. It's normal. Seems normal. Okay. Run up the bank followed by. It's weird that anyone would have all the clips empty. Okay. So he had 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines empty. It says books, but I don't know if it meant books. Of 3. 1 in the gun, 2 on your belt or wherever you keep them. But why if it's empty? For example, you're not going to refill the single mag. It's normal. Okay. Black face masks. Black face masks. Okay. Prescription. I'm curious what that prescription is for. But keep in mind, again, this doesn't necessarily mean it's Brian's. It is his family's home. So this, even though I'm sure with a prescription specifically, they would take one that has Brian's name. But, just keeping in mind that this is family items. No, shotguns. Willie! Okay, awesome. Hi, JD Wells. Ready to go. I refill and clean my guns after I shooting. Okay. You're welcome, American Princess. So then we have black face masks, prescription, black gloves, which we anticipated, right? Because we know he was wearing gloves. But to say, the last time we had the black nitrile gloves. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shay. Oh. This could be. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That makes more sense. 1 black hat and 1 black mask. 1 black hat, 1 black mask. And remember, a figure in clad, all in black. Personal identifying documents. New Balance shoes. Dark colored jacket. Dark jackets. Dark color shirts. Dark color pants. Clear plastic glove. Laptop with damage. Record of sale of the Glock 22 40 caliber. Which is interesting because I'd like to know, when did he purchase this Glock gun? Item photographed but not taken. He is a weird man with the crock. Note in desk. What is that note? Who's it to? Criminal psychology book. Documents. Extra large Columbia Navy fleece, which I think it's obvious they're looking for those darker outfits. I don't think they'll find the Vans either. So it says the fleece, a man's hand drawing. It's like Bob Ross up in here. He's sketching happy little trees. I wonder what the drawing is of. 10 curls inside glove, inside box. Huh? 10 curls inside glove, inside box. So are they referring to like a curl? Like 10 snips of, cards. Then whoever wrote this up, because I'm reading from the list, like somebody took it and wrote the list out, they made a couple of spelling errors. Because someone took it, because it's very bad handwriting, guys, and they wrote the whole list. So it's not a Glock S, it's a Glock 5, and it's not curls, it's cards. Good to know, because I'm like, what? So 10 cards inside glove, inside box. Cards. Like ID. Cards. 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 What kind of cards? That's what I'm saying, Amber. Like, what kind of cards would fit inside a glove inside of a box? I don't know, Janice, because this states inside the residence. Ooh, business cards, Chabonnet. Yeah, that's true. You know what? Let me go just to the regular receipt of property. Ooh, this is really bad handwriting. It's so... Let me go. Okay. Okay, here. You know what? This one is so much better. And, okay, all right. So I got a better one. So it says knife, and then at another time it says Smith & Wesson pocket knife, as in two different ones, okay? Folder containing paperwork, Acer laptop, greasy substance, documents, white paper with password, power cable, cell phone. 3 magazines, books, black face masks, prescription, black gloves, 1 black hat, 1 black mask, personal identifying documents, New Balance shoes, dark colored jackets, dark jackets, dark colored jackets, dark colored jackets, dark colored shirts, dark colored shirts, dark colored shirts, dark colored pants, dark colored pants, 1 clear plastic glove, 1 laptop with damage, 1 HP laptop with damage, application and record of sale of Glock, new item, note in desk, criminal psychology book, documents and DeSales University notebook. There are 2 knives, yeah. Extra large Columbia Navy fleece, a man's world drawing. A man's world drawing, like in quotes. Does anyone know what a man's world? Let me look. A man's world drawing. It's a man's world. Okay. All right. So then it says 10 cards inside gloves, inside box. 10 cards inside gloves, inside box. Could be IDs. It could be business cards. But if it fits inside of a glove, inside of a box, just a strange way to store it, right? Unless it's something of importance. I'm not sure, Janice. It's a man's world is a reference to Freudian mail. Okay, so then yes, Janice, we'll look into that a little bit actually after, because that's interesting if it's Freudian. So then it says 36 is various criminology books, notes, license, and card. 37 is dark color hats. 38 is black gloves. 39 is C Great Barracuda 1TB Samsung solid state drive. Oh, okay. You know what, Allie? Let me go back then. Let me see. 10 cards inside glove. Oh, I think you might be right, Allie. It would make sense. ID cards inside gloves, inside box. That does look like it could be either 10 or ID. You're right. Okay, drive safe. What the crock? Please drive safe. And you guys, just so you could see like how sloppy the writing is, okay? Like this is what we're working with. So it is very hard to see what, what it says specifically. So then it says, okay. So a C Great Barracuda 1TB Samsung solid state drive. Does anybody know what that is? A C Great Barracuda 1TB Samsung solid state drive. Well, let me just look it up actually. Barracuda 1TB Samsung. Is that a hard drive? Oh, thank you guys. It's a hard drive. And that would probably be from his the computer at home, maybe. Because they took the tower from his apartment. Interesting. Interesting. 40 is a black box Samsung. Me too, Soulful Mama. How's it, Ruckus? So a black box, a Samsung black box. Yeah, Soulful Mama, it's really strange. 41 is 2 pairs of black gloves. Okay, Allie. That's what I was thinking, Meatfoot. It's probably empty. Then we have 42 is dark green short sleeve shirt, black long sleeve shirt, black sweatshirt, gray jacket, 2 pairs of black pants, 1 black jeans, and 2 pairs of black jeans. So they're really looking for this black outfit. $44, a motherboard. A motherboard. What? I know, I'm not educated with this stuff, guys. But what's stored on a motherboard? Yeah, Brooke, they're literally numbered 1 through 63. And so I'm reading it down the list. The motherboard is from his computer tower and thank you, Laughing Stock. So he took his, while going to visit his parents, he disassembled his computer, which tells us there's something on it. Now, I mean, I don't know if it stored it, but like he may have cleaned it and wiped it. Then it says 45 is WSU paperwork. 46 is note from Brian from Montana. 47 is craftsman shop vac. So a shop vac. 48 is medical documents. 49 is court documents. 50 is note to dad from Brian, which I'm really interested in. Is this a Brian laundry situation? Did he write his parents or his father a letter with an admission of guilt in case he got caught type of deal? He probably cleaned the car with the shop vac. You guys are right. Yeah. It seems like that, Dustin. He was preparing for being caught. Yeah. Then 51, we have a maroon colored spiral notebook. 52, dark colored clothes. 53 is an HP 100B all-in-one computer. So that's a whole nother computer. Thank you, Brooke. Right, Allie? It's just like laundry. But again, that could be like the family, the dad's or the mom's computer. We don't know, really. 54 is a Lenovo IdeaPad laptop. Another one. This sounds like a lot like someone with a lot of laptops. Just saying. Hi, Sarcastic. Letter is just to his father. I suspect his mother is narcissistic, and this lent to his resentment of women, possibly. Yeah, it would. Katie O'Brien, that doesn't surprise me. I don't anticipate they would have left any type of electronics behind. So then we have 55, a Tangent model medallion desktop, which again, pardon my ignorance, guys, but a desktop is a whole nother computer. Like, these are all computers, right? Because I call a laptop a computer, but I know it's not a computer. It's something else. Here where I live in Jackson Hole, I know people who served them at Mary Picklett's, etc. Laundry was just a sketch. Well, that's true, Laughing Stock. So he would have known what he was doing. Like me, if you tell me, I wouldn't know. I don't know what a cookie is. Okay. Like, people like have explained it to me. Like, it stores your like history, like your passwords. But like, if you told me to like wipe my shit, I would not know what the first thing to do was. I wouldn't know. So then, breadcrumbs, Brookie, like from the cookie. Or like panko breadcrumbs. Like, are you talking about like a virtual breadcrumb? Yeah, Akasha. Like, I've seen you go to sites and it's like, hey, do you want to use a cookie? You know, this site use cookies. And I'm like, well, what flavor? But it's not. It's a virtual cookie. Yeah, Akasha. What PCSs were still in use too? Yeah, I don't. You could ask me about like the universe and physics for days, but don't ask me about like a gun or a computer. I don't know that stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'd wipe my ass if you'd ask me to clear my shit. Breadcrumbs are a secondary navigation aid that helps user easily understand the relation between their location and a page. Nope, no idea what that is. Cookies are just stuff your PC stores to make things load faster. It's like a TIF. Well, all I do know is if there was one time I opted to clear it and it logged me out of Netflix, it logged me out of everywhere. No, I won't, 87, but I own that. Listen, inside of them so they make your internet. Okay. So yeah, that's from what I understand. Like if I clear my cookies, I'll have to re-put in all of my information type of deal. Okay. Well, they have 55, a tangent model medallion desktop. 56 is dark clothes in laundry basket. 57, tailor cutlery knife with leather sheath. Interesting. 58 is swab S1. 59 is swab S2. 60 is swab S3. 61 is swab S4. 62 is 2 pair of dark colored boots. And 63 is 1 pair of brown boots. So what do you guys think about that all together? Hi, Valerie Knox. I just made cookies last night, the real kind. Don't tempt me with a good time. Never mind. Well, I'm sure. All right. I'm going through it like a speed run. Items taken from Kohberger's parents' house on the December 30th raid. A knife. A book with underlining on page 118. AT&T bill with Brian C. Kohberger. A Glock 22. A Smith & Wesson pocket knife. A folder containing vehicle paperwork. An Acer laptop. A green leafy substance in green container. Documents. A green leafy substance in plastic bag. White paper with password. Power cable, not for your gun. A cell phone. 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines, which were empty. Books, black face masks, prescription, black gloves, 1 black hat, 1 black mask. Personal identifying documents, New Balance shoes, dark colored jackets, numerous, dark colored shirts, numerous, and dark colored pants, numerous. 1 clear plastic glove, 1 laptop with damage, 1 HP laptop with damage, application or record of sale of Glock, an unidentified item, note in desk, criminology, psychology book, documents and DeSales University notebook, extra large Columbia Navy fleece, a man's world drawing, 10 cards or ID cards inside gloves inside box, various criminology books, notes, license card, dark color hats, black gloves, Seagate Barracuda 1TB Samsung solid state drive. Black box Samsung. 2 pairs of black gloves. Dark green short sleeve shirt. Black long sleeve shirt. Black sweatshirt. Gray jacket. 2 pairs of black pants. 1 black jeans. 2 pairs of black pants. 2 black long sleeve shirts. 2 pairs of black pants. 1 gray jacket. 1 gray knit and felt hat. 1 black glove. A motherboard. WSU paperwork. A note from Brian from Montana. Craftsman shop vac. Medical documents. Court documents. A note to Dad from Brian. Maroon colored spiral notebook. Dark colored clothes. HP 100B all-in-one computer. A Lenovo IdeaPad laptop. A Tangent model medallion desktop. Dark clothes in laundry basket. Tailor cutlery knife with leather sheath. Swab S1, Swab S2, Swab S3, Swab S4, and 2 pair of dark colored boots and 1 pair of brown boots. So that it is in its entirety what was taken from Brian's parents' house during the raid on the 30th. Sure, Amber. So I'm going to get to that next, Catherine. And Sofa Mama, so do I. I desperately want to know, what was the note to his dad, specifically to his dad? So it says, what type of knife is this? Tailor cutlery knife with leather. Oh. Well, which one is it? They're so different. Hi, Rose. How do we know which one it is? Tailor cutlery, Tailor cutlery, Tailor cutlery. Oh, thank you, King Scarlet. Yeah, Callie Dime. Huh. I don't know, man. It doesn't specify. Well, welcome back, Shay. About damn time. It was unacceptable. How long were you gone? Shop vac is likely the parents. Why would it bring? Yeah, I think it would be the parents, but I would anticipate that he would have cleaned. I anticipate that he would have cleaned it, his car with the shop vac. So the items that I'm most interested from this list, the knives, any weapon, so the Glock and the knives, Acer laptop, cell phone, the masks and gloves, the laptops with damage, there's 2, the note in the desk, the black box, the hard drive, the motherboard, the note from Brian from Montana, the shop vac, the note to Dad from Brian, and then the all-in-one computer, Lenovo laptop, and then desktop, and then the swabs. No, not at all, 87. They did surveil him cleaning the car. 15 minutes? Shay, you got some making up to do. Brought from their Idaho, or was exactly Pixie Mermaid. This stuff is at his parents' house. Not all have to even really directly be related to Brian versus what was just there. Well, let's get into the car, shall we? Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Okay. The 2015 Hyundai Elantra with VIN number, I ain't gonna say it because it's too long. Description of items. Let me take it off. Let me big screen. Description of items. And pardon me because it's written like shit. But we have number 1, swabs. Damn right, you better swab the shit out of that car. 2, Ziploc bag with PIH Z zipper. Oh, pink zipper. Pink zipper. Okay. So swabs, Ziploc bag with pink zipper. Oh, Shay, did you get me one? I like hoodies. Okay. Black getting in the back seat. Brian is freaky. Getting in the back seat. Okay. So swabs, Ziploc bag with pink zipper. 7 quarters. Plastic baggie with green zipper. What's in these plastic bags? 36 dimes. Ooh, we're getting big here. 36 dimes, 32 nickels, 8 motherfudging pennies, gloves, receipts, car insurance card, car registration, hiking boots, comfort in room key holder, and stay information. When did he stay at a hotel? Goggles, floor mats, reflective vest, used water bottles, wrench, door panel, seats and seat cushions, headrests, seatbelt, visor, fiber, brake pedal, gas pedal, phone charger, a Band-Aid, wrappers, maps, documents, and seat belt boot. Boom. Oh, yeah, Brooke, sorry. What are you both behind? Because you're both talking behind. They ripped that car apart. Do it again really fast. I don't even know what I did. Okay, so we got swabs, Ziploc bag with pink zipper. We got 7 quarters, a plastic bag with a green zipper, 36 dimes, 32 nickels, 8 motherfucking pennies, gloves, receipts, car insurance card, car registration, hiking boots, comfort in room key holder and stay information, tire irons, shovel. Whoa, did I miss that part? Tire irons, shovel, goggles, floor mats, reflective vest, used water bottles, a wrench, a door panel, seats and seat cushions, headrests, seatbelt, visor, fiber, brake pedal, gas pedal, phone charger, Band-Aid, wrappers, maps, documents, and a seatbelt boot. What is he doing with goggles? Snow goggles? Okay. Hey, baseball mom. Oh, thank you. I feel like I skipped past the shovel the first time. I don't remember saying shovel. Shovel. Who keeps a shovel in their car? But he had so much time, guys. He had so much time to get rid of stuff. Some people do for snow. Oh, you shovel out snow? What are you thinking, William? You want to come up? I have a shovel in my car next to the lion lawn darts. I do, but I live in Pennsylvania. We get a lot of snow. Okay, all right. If it's normal, I don't keep a shovel in my car. We don't, Catherine? Okay, let's see. You guys know William's going to have an opinion. I think the seatbelt boot, and don't take my word for it, Callie Dime, but I think the seatbelt boot is the part it clicks into, that part. Let me see. Seatbelt boot. I think I'm right. A seatbelt boot. Let's just go with I'm right. I could be right about this one thing. See, it's where the clicky part is attached. Meatfoot, you want to come up too? Anybody's welcome to come up and share your thoughts. Ooh, a WD-40 pen in my purse. Ooh. Hey, Willie.
What up? What up?
Knight, you have a photo. You have a face.
Yeah, I felt left out because I was green. Everybody had photos, and so I felt left out. How are you?
Well, it's very lovely seeing a face to the name.
Yeah, that's me. So listen, I've been in and out. I haven't really heard the full entire thing, but I want just a 2-3 sentence on the main things that they got.
From the house or from the car?
Anywhere. Something to sway me up past the 50. I didn't hear nothing, so I don't know. I heard a little bit, but
hold on. So in the house, there's multiple knives. There's a Glock. There's 3 empty magazines. There's numerous laptops and desktops, a couple of laptops that are damaged, face masks, gloves. They took a bunch of clothes, documents. They got either 10 cards inside a glove inside a box, or ID cards inside gloves inside of a box. Then they have a hard drive, a black box, a motherboard, a Craftsman shop vac.
Jesus.
They have a note to his dad from Brian. So Brian wrote his dad a note. More computers and desktops, and then swabs. And then from his car, you just heard me read what was from his car. So it's hard to tell without specifics. What did that note to his dad entail?
I don't know. It sounds like the same kind of vague information we got from what they found from his apartment as well, except the gun and stuff. But he used a knife. So, we're looking for blood. We're looking for something that's stained with somebody's DNA anywhere.
Well, I wouldn't anticipate that being at his parents' house, but I'd anticipate it being in the car. They took that car apart. They took everything.
And they didn't say they found traces of the victim's blood?
They wouldn't do that because this is just a receipt for property.
They
So
didn't
they're
say
just
that they
gonna
found
say,
blood.
and they wouldn't. This is just a receipt for property. They're not going to specify what they may have found on that property. They're just going to specify what property did they take.
So we still don't know if they found blood or not.
No, but
Wonderful.
what do you think just based on what they found?
I mean, based on what they found, I mean, in my mind, I'm looking for certain things I want them to find, but what they're finding, I mean, it's not detailed enough for me to be like, oh, okay, you know.
A note to his dad from Brian.
That's what I mean. A note to his dad. A note to his dad about how much he loves him. A note to his dad about how guilty he feels. Like, that's what I mean. So I just feel like there's not enough detailed information to, you know, try to figure this out in my mind.
Okay. You don't find it strange that he's taking his motherboards with him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, if he's a tech person, I don't know.
I guess it
I don't know all
depends
that
on
stuff.
what's
So
on the motherboard.
yeah, that's what I mean. So if it said, you know, he had some crazy shit on the motherboard, then okay, you know. But obviously, we're not going to know that for a little while, I guess.
So what could they have found? You're not going to be satisfied with anything unless there's DNA on it, correct?
I'll be satisfied with anything if it was like a receipt for the type of knife, a receipt for something to clean something. I don't know. I mean, just I don't know. I feel like if there was blood in there, it would have said like they would have took a lot more than what they stated. It's just my opinion. I don't know.
They wouldn't. There could have been blood on every single one of those items. They aren't going to state that there's blood on that because this is just a receipt for property. It's not.
That's what I mean. So it's not yeah, exactly. So we don't have enough detail.
That shop vac could be filled with DNA and hair because we know that they caught him cleaning out his car at his parents, so he probably used the shop vac for that.
But this is a warrant for his car, correct?
Which one?
What you're going over is the warrant for his car.
There's the receipt for property of what they took from the raid when they arrested him at his parents' house, and then what was in his car at that time and what they took.
So they didn't. So there's nothing yet about like you said. If they ripped this car apart, then there's a possibility that there's more.
So from the car, they took swabs. So imagine like inside those vents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ziploc bag with pink zipper. Don't know what was in it. Quarters, another plastic bag with a green zipper, 36 dimes, 32 nickels, 8 pennies, gloves. So he had gloves in his cars, receipts, car insurance card, car registration. He had hiking boots in his car, a Comfort Inn room key holder and stay information, which I'm curious, when did he stay at a hotel? Tire irons,
maybe when
a
they drove
shovel,
across the country.
Goggles, floor mats, reflective vest, used water bottles, a wrench. Then they took the whole door panel, the seats, seat cushions, headrests, seat belt, visors, fiber, brake pads, the brake pedals, gas pedals, a phone charger, a Band-Aid, which is really weird, wrappers, maps, documents, and then the seatbelt boot. So they took the whole paneling, the whole seats, everything.
Looks like it gets out. I'll be walking. Holy Hannah.
They literally took that door off and just walked away with it. Yeah.
Jesus mighty. I mean, listen, you know, do you not feel the same way I feel as we don't have enough?
Okay, so the way I look at it as if they raided my apartment right now, there would be like this broken laptop, this vacuum cleaner, you know, this, like, it really doesn't look too far off. Just the weapons interest me because does it have any correlation to either this crime or previous crime?
Here's what else I'm seeing as well, right? And I don't know if you mentioned this. I heard nothing about drugs.
Yes. Well, we don't know, but
Well, hold on a second. If it's property, it's drugs.
it says they
I'm just saying.
took
If
a
they found drugs, we would know, right?
They took a prescription and that they found 2 separate green leafy substances in
Okay, smoking that reef. Okay.
or it's like
I thought maybe they
weed.
find like some stimulant or something. Because, like I said, somebody to do some, something like that in that short amount of time and have that much adrenaline, it's hard to believe they weren't on something, Like,
Yeah. No, I can believe that they're not on something. Like adrenaline
that's
is a drug.
wild.
It is a drug in itself. And when you are like, think about
Yeah.
there
But I
are
thought he was doing
stories.
cocaine though. I thought he was doing
No,
cocaine
he was
or something.
doing H.
Oh,
But
okay. So yeah, he's not
as
gonna
far
do H.
as we know, he was currently sober.
Oh, okay.
But do you remember he was in Washington and it's very common to have a firearm. Yeah. It's the devil's lettuce. I don't even know. No, because there was like, okay, I find it, like peculiar to have that many weapons, but in other states it's not, here, I've never seen a gun really off of an officer, but in other places, guns are just very common, I guess.
Yeah. Well, where is he at? He's in, so I'm like almost on the border of like New Jersey and Pennsylvania. He's all the way up. I think it was up in the mountains, like
The Poconos Mountains,
2-3 hours away. So
yeah,
I mean, a lot of people up there got firearms. That's what I mean. If it said like, they found, a receipt to the knife or something. I mean, a whole bunch of knives. I don't know. I mean,
well, they wrote receipts there, right? But they don't clarify.
Yeah. But I do know that I saw somewhere, and don't, crucify me on this, that they contacted they contacted the company of the kind of knife, and they said that I guess he didn't purchase it. I guess through them. So obviously he can purchase it through a third party source or something. But I know he didn't purchase it through the actual company itself, is what they said. But that could have been something that was speculated. I don't know. I just saw a report on that was on the news a while back.
Hold on, let me pull up this article actually.
But he could have got it from like a trade show or something. So
he could have gotten it from anywhere. I'm curious to see if there's gonna be like they better hope that they can link that knife to him. Let's say that there isn't DNA, which if there's DNA, they're screwed.
Come on, see, this is crazy.
There better be some type of link.
Yeah, I was hoping this was gonna put it to rest for me, but I guess not. I'll be like the groundhog. I didn't see my shadow.
This is not going to be the answers that you're looking for. What you're looking for. Okay, hold on. I have to pull it out.
I'm going back in my hole. Until June. And then we still won't know much.
Is it better? Is my audio better?
Yes.
Can
you hear me all right?
Okay. I can hear you good. So, oh man, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, you're not gonna be satisfied until you see DNA. And that's not what this is.
I'll be satisfied with literally anything.
No. You need, because all of these items are insignificant unless they relate to the crime, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So you're not going to be satisfied until there is a link. As you shouldn't be.
But
Nobody should be
satisfied.
But
you said DNA. I want, like I said, if what they found, the details of what they found is sick videos, sick letters, this, that, something to incriminate him, then boom, I'm swayed. But you just said we don't know enough from what they gave us so far. So I'll take anything to just show some kind of concrete evidence that he did it.
Oh, Shay, but thank you so much for giving 10 memberships.
Not a blurry picture from News Nation, when everybody's trying to reach for everything. And, now this comes out, we're still wondering. And I thought this was going to put it to rest with what came out, but fortunately not. like you said.
Yay! Thanks, Shay. That was
What
super
happened?
sweet. She gifted 10 memberships. That was
Oh,
so
wow.
very, and I'm so excited that Remy got it and K-Bray's got it. There's a few names I've never seen before, but that's okay. Thanks, Shay.
I don't think I'm a member
okay.
anywhere.
This is, you have to opt in. Make sure if you guys aren't members, but you want to be gifted memberships, there should be a little gift option and you click it and you have to be opted in to get gifted memberships. But this is
And
what
then
I'm
you
saying,
can
okay?
gift memberships too?
Yeah, so like the next time if somebody does gift membership, you're opted in so you could get a free membership.
Oh, cool. And then you can do it yourself. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, you know, here's this pair of scissors. It's just a pair of scissors to you. Could it be related to the crime? Sure. Could it not be related to the crime? Sure. You're curious and you need to see the DNA on these scissors to determine if it's actually legit or not.
100%. Because listen. Now they said, okay, here's why I'm a little confused, right? What kind of gun do they find? We know. Okay, you don't have to.
It's a Glock 22 Gen 5 40 caliber.
Wonderful. Now let me ask you a question. Why didn't it just say they found a gun?
Because they need to specify, because what if they found different, you know, they're going to specify the same way they specified what type of laptop they found, what type of hard drive they found. They specify with everything. They can't just say, hey, I found this. They need to know specifically what it is.
So here's what I'm saying. What I mean? So they took swabs, not swabs of blood that they found in the car, they said.
No,
they took swabs.
Swabs.
So there's my point. There's
No, there's a difference.
Okay.
There's a difference because you're talking about property versus DNA. Again, like I am taking this pair of scissors. I'm taking this from you. This is what I took from your residence. But I'm not telling you what I found.
I'm just talking about if they found, like, if they, you know, what was in his car? Blood. They found blood in his car. I'm not saying the blood belonged to anybody.
Because it's not property.
What do you mean?
Like blood isn't property. Like, hey, I took blood out of your vehicle. No, I took your seats out of your vehicle, which may have contained blood. You know what I mean? Blood is not property. What they found on your property is separate from the property itself. You're like, these are different, like, this is standard protocol. With a seizure of property and the item seized, it's never going to say what they found on the items. It's going to just state the items, not why they took the items. If there's blood on the items, things like that, no, it's separate.
Yeah. So if it said, if somebody was shot and the type of gun he had matched, you know, then boom, obviously I'd be swayed. So I'm just saying what they found and the definitions of what they put into everything. I'm not swayed so far. So no, until we know what all that means and if they found DNA, like you said, then of course, but we have to wait. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you swayed?
No.
Okay.
No. Touche, sir. No, but a letter to his dad interests me. Maybe because I just have the Brian Laundrie stuck in my head. And it's like, I mean, I guess people could write letters to their parents, but I do think it's interesting that it's a letter specifically to his father. That makes me feel, and knowing that he was cleaning, he was taking motherboards with him, he was taking steps like wearing gloves in the supermarket. He probably was preparing either to run or to get caught. And so I think that letter could be very significant. It may not say, hey, I committed these murders, but it could be cryptid, you know, in a way where it's, you know, apologizing to my dad or something like that, which also tells me he was closer to his dad than he was his mom. He didn't write it to both of them. It's specifically to his dad.
Yeah, or it could have been like a, you know, picture he drew from. Who knows? You know, like I said, until we know
No,
what,
because there's another item that says a photo drawn. This is a letter. There's
there's a
2
photo
letters
drawn too?
actually. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I was just making a joke.
They were playing
What the heck?
Hangman.
Drew him a damn picture.
I personally think he did it, but there is not enough info released at this point, which is really normal. Right. Like that door panel, those breaks, those swabs mean nothing if DNA isn't on them. Hey, Jay. And I agree. I'm with you. I do not think he is guilty until you could prove beyond a reasonable doubt he is guilty. And if there isn't DNA,
especially when they won a firing squad.
it's pretty. I don't think they would ever follow through with doing that, though.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like, yo, we can't afford this.
That's how I want to listen. If there's a way to go out, that's how, lethal injection is. I want to go at firing squad. I think I would choose that if I had to choose, and if it came down to it.
You would choose firing squad over lethal injection?
Yeah, because then I can salute, and then give them some really
you
last
could
words.
Salute while being injected.
Yeah, but that's there's people like watching you through a glass. Here you're out, you're right in front of them, and you tell them like, bring it on, bitch. Bang,
you want like Squid Game style, like red light, green light, and like book it.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like claustrophobic when you're in like a little square room and people are looking at you. It's weird. I'd rather have like some guys drawn on me, and I can pretend like I'm about to draw on them and go out.
Yeah. Well,
it's just my thinking.
Catherine, let the families do the firing, and Kaylee's dad wants the death penalty.
Well, yeah, of course the family should. All of them should.
Meatfoot, you'd rather be shot than injected? Really? I want to know a poll.
They shoot you in the heart, so it's just like boom.
Put a 1 in the chat if you'd rather die from lethal injection. Put a 2 in the chat if you'd rather die from a firing squad. I'm really curious now.
There's people where lethal injection didn't work, and it was like wild.
Well, I'm sure that there's times where people get shot and it didn't kill them right away.
Yeah, but they shoot you in the heart.
2? Oh my God, there's so many 2s. Wait a second.
You want to hear something crazy about? You want to hear something crazy about firing squad? You might not have known.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
So say there was 6 people firing. There's 1 person that doesn't have a bullet in their gun. It's a blank.
Why?
So everybody can live with themselves that there's a possibility that it wasn't them that shot him.
Oh, and they don't know whose has it.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you know by the feeling?
I don't know. I read that somewhere. Actually, I read a couple articles that said that to where they used to do that so they don't feel guilty. That they have. It's probably hard to sleep when you're the one that shot somebody in the heart. But if you can,
there's 6 people. 5 of them have real bullets.
I don't know how many there. I don't know how many there are. I just know that one of them is switched out with a blank.
You don't know who. Wow.
Yeah. And I figure they wouldn't know because look at what's his name who's being charged for shooting a gun at a person on a movie set. So who knows?
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Is he in jail or is he on bond or?
No, he's not in jail right now. He's going through the court process.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, please be respectful, guys. Just people. No, there was no smoking gun, but would there be in this situation anyway? Would there be a smoking gun with just item C's? No. But it's like a little bit, it's like leaking out. Well, again, if they came to my apartment, there's really not much different that they took from here than they would have taken from anybody's house.
Yeah.
It's all about
truth be told, I'm curious. What do you think is going on here? Since, my hypothesis is crazy. What do you think is going on? You think everything they found just incriminates them? Because obviously I don't know anything.
I don't think anything they found incriminates him unless there's something on it.
I'm just curious of what other people think.
All of these hard drives, laptops, black boxes. Does it incriminate him? Not unless something's not on it. Does that letter incriminate him? Not unless he confessed to it. Does that shop vac incriminate him? Not unless the DNA was in it. None of it is incriminating unless it links him to the crime.
Yeah. Yep. We need to know what's in all that stuff. We need to know what kind of weird stuff you had on there. If you had any weird stuff on there, I mean, all that's going to tell us everything.
I'm starting to feel like they may have the DNA. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I struggle with, again, back with the PCA, wouldn't they have put the best foot forward? And if they had more of the killer's DNA, would they have included that in it? But they didn't have his DNA at that point. The gas pedal was a great call if he had the same shoes. Yep, it's not about the items, it's about what's on the items. This is a trickle of info. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it kind of just matches, other than the gun, everything they found at his apartment.
There has to be their DNA in that car. So let's say, because this is the scary part, is Brian has seemed eager to be exonerated, which also is an interesting choice of words. It's not, oh, I'm eager to be found innocent. I'm eager to be exonerated, as if originally found guilty, but information will come forward and clear me. And so I don't know. Like, it's, do you
Weird.
think
It's
he
weird
did
that he
it?
said
Do
that.
you think it is? It's a weird, like it would have been totally different if he's like, oh, you know, I look forward, I'm innocent. I am innocent, you know? No, I look forward to being exonerated.
Like, yeah, I'm getting
Christina.
off. What if there's no DNA in the car, 8711, then I have my answer.
Well, not just in the car, nowhere. If there isn't, if we're talking the only DNA is that single source on the sheath, and there is no more of his DNA in their house, and their DNA is not in his car or his apartment, that wouldn't be enough for me. Unless you could prove Brian was in the house, I don't care if you're proving that he was around the house, on the street at the time of the supposed murders. Unless you could prove to me he was in the house, I don't think I could sentence someone to death for that. They took this stuff to search the items and run tests on them. Yeah. They don't know if they are related until it's tested. Right. Maybe one of those, you know, like, if it's not DNA, it's going to be digital evidence that screws him. But he's a forensic, you know, data forensic criminology major. I'm sure he knew how to erase his stuff.
Obviously not, because he left everything at the scene of the crime. So,
well, not electronic stuff. I'm talking about like his motherboard and like whatever he Googled and things like that.
That's what I'm saying. You're sending it down. He cleared it all out. But they can still find it, no?
I'm sure they could.
Everything has an online blueprint, I'm assuming.
Everything. They leave those cookies. It's going to be a lot of
circumstantial
evidence.
There's no DNA, there's no case, not in today's world. I agree, Ben. And also with no knife, no motive, no credible witness, in my opinion, no, a lot of stuff they don't have. So, unless they're just hiding it for some weird reason.
And that was also interesting too, Margaret. So it says, note from Brian from Montana. Like the place Montana? What's Montana? Oh yeah, I'm not saying he's innocent, but realistically, we're talking about, okay, look at the Murdaugh, right? The trial.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance he's going to get off.
Yeah.
Because
what's the strongest piece of evidence they have? They have they have the gun residue on the jacket, which was enough for me until you took into account that they shoot guns all the time. So it's
he was like shooting guns earlier that day. Now that doesn't mean I don't think he did it or he wasn't at least aware of what happened and was involved. Versus this is what we're talking about. Come trial, you need to prove beyond freaking reasonable doubt.
Yeah. Truth be told, a lot of people are saying that the evidence is piling up against him. You're not saying anything that, you know, anybody else is saying. I just want to hear you back it up with what actual concrete evidence you think they have. Because, listen, I want them to have concrete evidence too, trust me. But but I live in the real world, and the real world tells me that they don't. So,
That doesn't mean that they don't have it. We're just not privy to
well,
it
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
What they presented so far is not
What they
concrete.
presented so far. And that's true.
So,
It's not. Look at the Murdoch trial. They have him there in the Snapchat. Okay. They have him lying. They have him stealing. They have him attempt at his own life.
yeah.
That does not mean he's going to be convicted on these charges. Because unless you could really fucking prove, why would you ask, do you have room for him in your house? He's not.
He's a troll.
He's not defending
He's a troll.
Brian.
Come
He's
up on the
actually
channel.
stating the
I
obvious.
just want to hear information. Like, I just thought somebody had a different opinion, but I guess not. They're a troll.
It's totally valid to say, hey, there's nothing concrete yet. There isn't. Yes, we're aware.
And she'd be the first one to go against me. Trust me.
Yes.
So,
yeah, of course the trial hasn't started. We're basing this off of what we know so far.
Exactly.
What we know so far. And so all he's saying is, so far, there's shit. And he's not wrong. So far, there isn't. If we're going based on what they have so far, there isn't anything. That doesn't mean that they don't have it. That doesn't mean that come trial, a bombshell isn't going to come out and they have their DNA in his car. Of course. We're just not there yet.
Yeah.
Maybe Montana is a person. I don't know. Like, did he travel? A stupid question, but I'm very bad with maps. They didn't pass through Montana, right, on their road trip? If there is no DNA in the car, I would find it hard to believe he didn't do it, because after killing 4 people, you would have, even if he cleaned, which we know he did, and I'm sure he cleaned multiple times, because when he was cleaning in Pennsylvania, that was still weeks after.
Yeah. They would still hit it with like the luminol or whatever that stuff's called.
Let's see.
Where you can see where blood used to be. So they would know.
Now the person's email has come on. Hold on.
Okay.
From Montana. The way it's worded says it's a letter from him while he was in Montana. Okay. Interesting. And the hotel key card holder and reservation stay information.
That's right, Amanda. And listen, if you can't take my opinion, don't watch the trial, because the cross-examination is going to be wild.
Yeah, Glowbug. I don't know, like, because I still believe with, hey, Radine, I still believe with the amount of equipment they have these days, I think that there would still be remnants of something, even if it was cleaned up. Like, and that's why it's like going in those vents, that's where you can't really clean unless like you know how to disassemble and like do it all yourself. Hey, Radine, like how just even in the air, like when he went in that night, like just if he had the air on, the heat on, anything, and it goes through the vents. Took a shower at Einen's? You think Brian took a shower at Einen's? Well, truth be told, he came in late and he said that. And so I reiterated. So what's the problem?
It's all good. Okay. You know who I am.
It's just, I don't understand, making an issue. Or, truth be told, how about you take the link?
Yeah, Bia, please hop up here. I would love to hear what concrete evidence you think they have right now that they presented. That we're supposed to sit here and just bash and bash and bash. Or me, or, put me in the crosshairs, nobody else.
Mm-hmm. I think they can, Catherine. They could detect if it's been cleaned up or not.
Of course.
And then were you here earlier when they deemed Ann Taylor not a conflict of interest and they offered Brian to
and his car would
get
have
a new attorney?
His car would have stunk for a while.
What?
If he actually did use, she said, bleach. But that would have stained everything. So
Yeah,
I don't know what people use, but
exactly, Callie Dime. Everyone's allowed their opinion.
I'm just assuming if it's seeped into the
Truth
interior.
be told, this is the last time I'm going to ask you to please be respectful of my panel guests. If you have a differing opinion, that's fine, but there's no need to be an asshole. I've offered the link. You don't want to come up, that's fine, but if you don't respect my panel guests, you're going to be removed. Thank you.
It's all good.
No, it's not, because it's like, hey, I'm just going to be an asshole for no reason. I'm not going to. See, I prefer people who let's debate intellectually. Like, let's have a smart, here's the facts, here's where I don't agree with you. But just being an asshole shows that you don't have an argument. And so it's pointless and it's derailing the chat and it's disrespectful. And I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out just, stuff just like you, Truth. So, just because we have different opinions doesn't mean anything.
It makes me feel like, like where when somebody is having a debate with you and you go for like looks. Well, that means that you have nothing to back up what you're saying. So you're just going to take a jab at how somebody looks or something like that. Either back up what you're saying, don't agree, you don't have to agree, but just being a dick for no reason, that's pointless.
That's funny.
Exactly, Shape of Night. And the funniest part is I didn't even agree with Willie initially until we got, sorry, Willie, now I'm calling you Willie, until he came up on panel. He used to come in and just say 10,000 Brian walks, and he was annoying everybody. And then we finally got you up, and then you're actually very intelligent, and you're not wrong with what you're saying. That's the truth. Yeah, we're all trying to figure it out. Both cases, Murdoch and Brian, for if they didn't commit the murders, they know who did. A lot of parallels and evidence and circumstantial BS. Let's home the prosecution does enough for conviction.
They didn't commit the murders and if he did it, a lot of parallels. Yeah. Yeah, well, what's his name? Dick doesn't think he did it. Dick doesn't think Alex did it. I don't think, just from what we presented so far, Brian did it. So.
See, but with Alex, I do believe if he didn't pull the physical trigger, he knows who did. But that's
right now they don't have somebody else that's, co-defendant, right? Or whatever. I don't know. Is that what it's called?
They took the stuff, truth be told, because there's a chance something's on it. There's a chance there's not. Maybe it's obvious something is on it, right? With the letter, they're reading it. They would know, ooh, is this an admission of guilt? We don't know, though. But just because they took items does not mean that there's necessarily DNA on it or this is a bombshell. It can be or it can't be.
Do y'all think they took all that stuff just to have stuff to write? No, they took the stuff because that's what was there. Just like if they came in here and they took my stuff, they'd write down a whole bunch of shit that I have here. Just like anybody else in the, in the chat, anybody here. Like, the heck? I really didn't make a point. Anyway, Dick's here. Crackling impossible, he pulled the trigger, and why would he use 2 different long guns? See? Dick has the opinion on why he thinks he didn't do it. And you know what? That makes sense.
And this is what we discussed last time with Casey Anthony, is they charged her wrong. And so Alec is very well probably going to walk because they cannot convict him on murder if they believe it was just conspiracy to commit murder. He will walk.
Yeah, because everywhere I see the people that are taking like polls and stuff like that, there's like people that are voting hung jury like 15, 16%.
But they do have a sorry. Truth be told, they do have a reason because they believe him to be involved in the murders. They have all of the reasons. Will is not arguing. Like, let me be clear. He is not arguing that his DNA was on the sheath, right? And that they have reason to be taking this stuff. They may have a boatload more. They may not. If you have followed true crime, you would know come trial, they either have bombshells or they don't have much. Again, look at the Murdoch trial going on right now. It seems like a lot, right? It seems like no shit he's going to, but when it comes down to it, no, he may get off on this. So that is the only thing we are arguing here. So far, what has been released, do you think this is concrete or not? Again, does not mean that there might not be more, might be DNA, that everything they took from his house points to the murders, or everything they took from his house points to nothing. We don't know yet. So I don't know what your argument is.
Why would they take his stuff from his? Because he's arrested. What the hell? What kind of question is that?
He's literally sitting there. They're about to, if they believe he was, they go in and they get everything and they're testing it.
They got a warrant for his arrest. Of course they're going to take his stuff. What the heck?
No, you're not just stating your opinion. What's the opinion? You haven't stated your opinion, and nobody is getting angry with you about your opinion. I urge people to have differing opinions. You're asking questions in a condescending way. That is not stating your opinion. And people also think just because you're saying that there hasn't been concrete evidence so far that means you're saying Brian is innocent. Those are not two in the same. Hello, Father Fucktard. Oh my goodness. I thought they're going to take off for the weekend, Dick, right?
Jury deliberating, so we'll see. Oh, wow. Wow, so they're in deliberation already?
Yeah, they had closing arguments.
And what's the strongest piece they have?
I don't know.
Am I wrong when I say the residue on the jacket?
I don't know. I have not been following it that closely. I just get recaps, so I don't know.
Anybody in chat know what the strongest piece of evidence they have?
Oh, probably Amber. Like, here, I'll drop the link in case she wants to come up. She's been following that case, and Amanda's been following that case.
I'm gonna follow this case, but I haven't followed a case in a while like this in June when it comes up. But then the actual trial won't be probably for like another year and a half or something, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. Here, American Princess, I'll tell you. What they found in the car was swabs, so they took swab tests. Hi, Lost Soul CC in chat. They have 2 Ziploc bags, one with a pink zipper, one with a green zipper, 7 quarters, 36 dimes, 32 nickels, 8 pennies, gloves, receipts, car insurance card, car registration. Hold on, let me add Amber. Hiking boots, a Comfort Inn room key holder and stay information, tire irons, a shovel, goggles, floor mats, a reflective vest, used water bottles, a wrench, a door panel, seats, seat cushions, headrests, seatbelt, visor, fiber, brake pedal, gas pedal, phone charger, Band-Aid, wrappers, maps, documents, and seatbelt boot. All right. You guys could pull Truth Be Told. You could. Thank you. Bye. Like, God. Argue an intelligent case. It is so frustrating. Like,
yeah, but that person sounds young, so I'm gonna give them benefit of that.
Lee's coming in with a different opinion. I would love to be schooled. Like, come up and give me facts. Tell me how I'm wrong. I love that. Come in and just be a dick and say, "Oh, you're no. Enough. You're derailing my chat. Thank you. You were warned." Mods could pull them. Hi, Amber.
Hi.
Bon voyage. Hello.
Hi.
So William wants to know about the Murdaugh trial. What is the most like?
What do they got?
Okay, so I want to preface by saying that I think this is completely going to be a hung jury, in my opinion.
Oh boy.
But so the strongest things that they have is that he lied about being there. Just a few minutes before the murders took place. He lied all the way until there was video evidence that he lied, and then he told the truth. And then the fact that the guns used were family weapons, and the guns are missing now. So that's another piece. They have proof of that by the shell casings. So
yeah, that's what I said. But
that's about the only concrete things that they have. They haven't proven motive, in my opinion. And I know they don't need to prove motive, but I think that the state using the financials as the motive instead of being confronted with the pills and stuff like that, I think that was a mistake. So
he tried to say he's on he spent how much money for pills a day? How many milligrams?
Well, it was $50,000. I don't remember if it was a week or a month, but both is ridiculous.
No. Probably a month, because a week could be dead.
Well, even in a month.
A month. And I do not believe that he didn't have 50
a doctor. G's. Look at Wolf of Wall Street. That dude's wild.
No, but like to say with just an opioid addiction, and I struggle to believe that someone like him does not have a doctor who would prescribe, which would take at least a week. Like even if you had a high addiction, yeah, 50, 60,000 in a week.
Yeah, I thought it was a week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How-
No way.
50,000 a week. Yeah.
Wait,
Father?
a week? That's hold on, 60. That's like over $3 million a year.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly.
What the heck?
60,000 times 52. That is $3,120,000. Okay.
Bingo.
So okay, let's do 60,000, right? Divided by 30.
And what
That
was
is
this thing's net worth?
2,000 a day. They are $35 per pill. So divided by 35, that means you are taking 57 pills a day. And that's
So right
30
there, maybe that's
milligrams.
motive.
That's what I'm
Maybe-
saying. They should have used that as motive if they were going, instead of the financials, in my opinion, because his family had just confronted him. They had just found his pills. They, and all of that.
Well, no, that's what I mean. The financials can be that he needed the money to buy more pills.
Well, yeah, that's what he says, and that's what they'll say when he goes to trial for their financial stuff. But yeah,
But they didn't use that as motive in the trial.
Poor father.
no, they used the fact that he was being confronted about stealing money as the motive. That he, because the day of the murders, he was confronted by his work for stealing money.
I think. See, I didn't follow all the details, so I don't like judging when I don't know all the details. But I don't know how he could admit to being there at the time of the murders while not admitting to being somewhat involved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because when they asked him if he had been up at the kennels, that day, he said he hadn't been up there at all because he didn't know that his son had a video of him up there, mere minutes before the shootings took place. So, and then there's no way, even if he wasn't there, if he was riding back, because he had rode up there in his golf cart, if he was riding back in his golf cart, or if he had just even gotten in his home, he probably would have heard the shots. But
road, it would be 30 milligram oxys a day.
That's what I don't understand. If he was there, okay, he lied, right? I don't think lying can,
No, lying does not equate to murder.
No, but the fact that he was there, that's
exactly.
That's incriminating. And he said the reason he lied is because...
But it pisses me off. But but it pisses me off because if he does get off, he definitely knows what happened.
I agree. I don't necessarily think he pulled the... I think that he paid someone to do it, and I think he was there. I don't think he did it. That's just my opinion.
The problem is that, Dick, they are trying to convict him on first-degree murder charges, right? So even if the jury thinks that he conspired to commit murder, he will not be convicted on these charges, and he will walk.
No, he can't. Yeah, and that's why I think it'll be a hung jury.
Yep, that's why I said, Amanda, he had to have heard the shots. There's no way he heard nothing if he was there and they were all in the kennels or whatever.
Hey, lady, no. That's exactly what I had an addiction to. Okay, and you cannot maintain 57 30 milligram oxys a day consistently. No.
Yeah, his organs would have given out even if he didn't overdose. So
and I'd be curious. Someone said, did they find Narcan all over the house? Because you better be able to find Narcan all over the house if you're taking oxy like that.
And none of his law firm, no one at his law firm, none of his friends knew he was addicted or had a problem. That's hard to believe if he was doing that much.
He would not be a functioning addict at that point. There's no possible way. I don't think you realize how much your tolerance grows up. So if you were averaging 57 a day, you couldn't go an hour without going into withdrawal.
90. That's like 85 milligrams every hour he's taking.
Well, so 57 a day,
somewhere around there,
times 30 milligrams. That is 1,714 milligrams of oxy a day.
Yeah, no.
They are more now. You're lucky, Remy, if you can find one that costs $35.
He would be.
They will
he
charge
would be
you $45 because people.
Yeah, but think about it. He would be looking terrible. Or actually, no, because it's been a while. But He would have had to detox so hard in jail, I'm assuming.
No,
Oh,
he
yeah.
went
Well,
to he went to detox and rehab before they arrested him. They arrested him from rehab after he had finished rehab.
Oh wow, really?
And they didn't even that wasn't even getting arrested for the murders. That was being arrested for the financial crimes.
What?
So,
which he's gonna go to jail for either way.
yeah, he got arrested. They didn't arrest him.
Oh no, your audio cut out.
How many years is he looking at for the financials?
Oh no, Amber.
What happened?
Her audio cut out.
Uh,
Oh no. Let's wait for her to come back up. And
is he looking at a long time for the financial?
I'm sure, like the times I watched, he's sitting there and he's admitting to like straight up stealing millions for like that goes back I think to 2013.
I was just disgusted when he sat there and he was like, "Yeah, I lied about that. Yeah, I lied about that." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Well, and they said what's a really good argument is the 911 call. Wolfie was telling me how so people don't realize that it starts recording from when you start to dial, not from when they pick up. And so you could hear it's total silence when he calls 911. And then once the dispatcher picks up, that's when his performance starts.
Yeah.
He would be crying before. Like his performance, like him. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hi, Tia Nash.
And he said that he tried to flip Paul over and that he checked their pulses, but he didn't have any blood on him. So that makes no sense if he had tried to flip Paul over and
exactly.
So, but anyway, so the financials, when they arrested him, they didn't actually arrest him for the murders until April of last year. But they arrested him for the financials the year before that.
So how long is he looking for the financials?
Life. It's life, yeah.
Life for the financials?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
That's why people are saying even if he gets off on this, he's still going to be in prison for life because he's already admitted to the financials, so.
Oh, so it's over for him.
Yeah, no matter what, he'll never be free again.
So here's the 911 call. Here's the 911 call and listen to how he goes from nothing to then putting on the performance.
I didn't even know it starts listening.
You notice that? Here. So you hear nothing, and then
I need the police to answer immediately. My wife and child shot badly. Okay, you said 4147 Moselle Road in Allison? You said 4147 Moselle Road in Allison? Yes, sir. 4147 Moselle Road. Stay on the line with me, okay? Yes, sir. Stay on the line with me, okay? County Communication. Collison, I have an Alex Murdoch on the line. Caller from 4147 Moselle Road. He's advising that his wife and child was shot.
How do you know they were shot?
Give me the address again. It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad. Okay. Okay, and are they breathing? No, ma'am. Okay, you said it's your wife and your son? My wife and my son. Are they in a vehicle? No, ma'am. They're on the ground out at my kennel. Okay, and did you see anyone? Okay, is he breathing at all? No, nobody. Okay, do you see anything? Do you see anyone in the area? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. What color is your house on the outside? What color is your house on the outside? It's black. You can't see it from the road. Okay, is it a house or a mobile home? It's a house. Okay, and what is your name? My name is Alex Murdoch. Okay, did you hear anything, or did you come home and find them? I've been gone. I just came back.
That was a lie.
And was anyone else supposed to be at your house? No, ma'am. Please hurry. We're getting somebody out there to you. Okay, what is her name? Maggie and Paul. Maggie is her name? Yes, ma'am. Okay. And please hurry. We're getting somebody out there to you. Me asking you these questions, don't slow them down, okay? And you sure they're not breathing? Is he moving at all, your son? I know you said that she was...
Dick, really? Dick says, doesn't sound like someone who's faking shock. How was he able to lie already if he was in shock? Right?
Yeah, he blatantly lied, you know.
He lied right there.
And he brought up the boat accident, making it seem like he thought his family was being targeted from it. But he didn't call Buster, his other son, to say, hey, are you okay? You need to get here. Someone's, you know, coming after us or anything like that. He called his two brothers.
Good point.
And then he called Paul's friend multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't call Buster.
That's true. Wouldn't your first reaction be, my other child, are you okay?
Yeah.
And so, Dick, if you're saying that was real trauma, how is he able to even process in his mind to think of a lie?
Hey, Dick, you want to come up? I got like 5 minutes. I got to go down to the bus stop and
he's got
take care of my parently duties
later. But if you guys want to do a Dick and Willie show, we could plan the Dick and Willie show to have you guys battle it out.
Oh, I'm down. You know,
also pieces of the trial.
I don't know. I don't know enough for the. I don't know enough of the Murdaugh trial, though.
Yeah, I know.
Also, real quick, so their housekeeper and Maggie's sister said that Alec actually, like, Maggie wasn't even supposed to be there. She was supposed to be at their beach house, and he was like begging her to come home. She wasn't even supposed to be there that night. Neither was Paul. He asked them to come home that night.
Huh.
So that's odd to me too. And so if it was some random person, you know, or someone else, how would they even know they were going to be there?
So when I saw him say on the stand, yes, I lied, did they ask him why he lied?
He said because he was paranoid because of the pills. He had a bag of pills in his pocket. He said because he distrusted SLED. So those were his reasons.
What?
Yeah.
He said the paranoia in his brain with the pills, and
yeah. And he said he had a big bag of pills in his pocket
SLED.
during the police interview. That first one in the car that night.
Which, again, if your family were just murdered to that degree, I highly doubt that would be the last thing on your mind.
Yeah.
You think SLED did it? Dick, oh, we gotta hear Dick's.
I think SLED totally botched the investigation. They gave him way too much leeway, allowing him and the family to be in the house before they searched it, allowing the family to be in the house when they searched it. And they just messed up so many things. They really did. But
so you think he's going to walk, Amber?
I do. I mean, not on the financials. I mean, he'll be in prison for life no matter what, but I do think he'll walk on this. I don't think that the state did a good job proving it. I think
Are they going for, do they have a death penalty or no?
They do in that state, but they're not going for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So.
Right, Radine, but that's why it's so important to watch it, because he openly admits he was lying about these things. So that's the scarier part, right? That it doesn't sound necessarily like he's lying, but he was lying. So if he was able to lie in a moment like that with that type of emotion, what do you think he's able to do on the stand?
The first time he ever told the truth about being at the kennels was at the stand.
On the stand.
On the stand, yeah.
Oh, be careful, Shape and I. And that's a great question, What the Croc. If he tried to roll his son over and tried to check for pulse, and even said that his son's phone came out of his pocket, where's the blood? He didn't have any blood on him.
Yeah.
Also, when he said, so they could tell by cell phone data, from the moment he pulled up at the kennels until the moment he called 911, it was 19 seconds. How in the hell do you get out of the car, look and see what happened, process it, try and roll over him, check on both their pulses, and call 911 in that amount of time?
Yep.
19. But then didn't he on the stand deny that he touched either of them? Then he said, no, I didn't say that. And the prosecutor's like, oh, you didn't say it. Let's play that audio back. And it seems like Alex plays a lot of word games. Well, this is what I said, but this is what I meant. And this is not what I said.
He tried to say he checked them after he called 911 is what he's trying to say now. But there was still no blood on him. So
17 seconds, this Momo
said. Oh, 17. Okay, I knew it was somewhere on there. But that's a very short amount of time to try and check them. I couldn't
even process, like, what the scene that you're seeing. Like, I'm sure it would take moments for you to even process what you are seeing and experiencing, witnessing, before you can even think to call 911.
Yeah, and that's 17 seconds from the time he pulled up and put the car in park. That doesn't include getting out and everything.
You're so sweet. Yeah, guys, Tia Dash, if one of the mods could drop her link, they've been doing, her and LFT have been doing amazing coverage on the Murdaugh trial, and they have an amazing timeline that even, like, beats the prosecution. So definitely go over and check them out.
I know you guys haven't watched it, but I'm curious what chat thinks about how long everyone thinks the jury's going to deliberate.
Okay, let's ask. How long, if you have been following this trial, hey, Marcia, how long do you guys think jury will deliberate before coming back with a verdict? I don't think more than 2 days.
I agree. I think Monday. I think Monday they'll come back with it, in my opinion.
Thanks, Meatfoot. And
I think it will be a hung jury. I don't think there's any way all of them are going to agree that he's either innocent or guilty. I just don't.
They're not going to deliberate over the weekend, though, right?
No. That's why I think they'll deliberate. They only had like a couple hours for today and then tomorrow. And I think Monday they'll come back with it.
Oh, everybody agrees. 2 days. Yeah. Next Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. Absolutely by next Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. I 100% agree. So I think there's going to be a hung jury too. He's not going to be convicted of these crimes if they can't prove he's the killer. But what do you think happened? What do you think happened?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I told you that
fall asleep during closing. Sorry, how funny is that?
I think he hired Curtis Eddie Smith to do it, and that is why 4 days after the murders, he wrote him a check for over $24,000. You know,
But is that enough to commit? You know what? There are people, and especially addicts, who will do that for a bottle of pills, like just a fix.
Well, and that's his drug dealer too, you know, and I mean, I don't know, because Curtis Eddie Smith is the one who shot him too, as he says, you know, paid him to help, you know, end his life. But Curtis Eddie Smith says that's not what happened. He says that Alec lured him there and he thinks to hurt him and that there was a struggle with a gun and that's how Alec got shot. And that Alec just made up that whole story. So I don't know. Either way, I don't think Alec is the one who pulled the trigger. I just don't. And I think that's what's going to be the problem with convicting him.
Yep.
You gonna walk?
We'll see. But all right, guys, I gotta hop off.
Thanks, Will, for coming up. I appreciate it, and I'll message you, and we'll have you and Dick come up for Dick and
maybe if Dick's available later on, we can hop on.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
See you.
I heard both the Netflix and the HBO. You watched the Netflix, right, Amber?
Yeah, and then I watched the HBO. They actually,
you did watch it?
Yeah, I did. They are a lot alike. You know, it's just they take place at different times. The HBO one was filmed first, and then the Netflix one is newer, but it still does have like interviews with the other people in the boat wreck and people close to them. Both of them are really good.
Well, what do you think, Tia? Because Tia says Alex was at the kennels at the time of the incident. No one else was there, admitted. Who else and why was no one else indicted?
It's just my opinion. I don't even have any facts to back it up. I mean, I think Alec was there when it happened. I just have the feeling that even if he did do one of them, I don't think he at least didn't do them both. I don't know. And maybe that's because the state hasn't proved it enough to me, you know, that it's just the making sense of the two guns, you know, that's hard for me. So I don't know.
You too, Kelly Dine. Thank you for being here with us. This will come down to common sense of the jurors and the circumstantial evidence. Why would he hire someone to kill his family, Amber? Tia,
I think the state had the right idea with like his world coming crashing down because he was getting confronted about stealing money. His wife and son, Maggie and Paul were confronting him about the pills, and I don't think it was a super planned thing, like, months ahead of time. I think it was just kind of maybe like that day. I think it had to have been earlier that day because he talked them into coming home, but.
What the croc says, remember
I
we
don't
have
know.
a
I
video.
mean, it's hard to make sense out of an addict's mind when they're actively using, because I think no matter what, he was.
Was he actively using?
He was. His brother gave testimony that when he took him down to detox, he had diarrhea in the truck on the way down there and couldn't stop shaking and moving his legs and everything. So I do think he was.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. That's just basic withdrawal. If you're withdrawing over 1,000 milligrams,
well, no, I don't think he was using that much.
Function.
I don't think he was using that much.
But
I think that he was paying officials. I think where a lot of the money went is maybe we know that family's corrupt, or at least in my opinion they are. And I think a lot of the money he was stealing that disappeared may have been to bribing officials instead of pills.
With him out on the farm, they always in his golf cart. I just don't understand how he could admit to being there at the kennels at the time of the murder. And then what did he say? He went back inside the house or something?
He said he went back inside the house and fell asleep on the couch.
But the murders happened moments after that Snapchat.
So there's no so how the coroner estimated time of death is he didn't even check the body temperature. He put his hand under their armpits to feel how warm they were. That's how ridiculous this investigation was.
Wait, what?
I swear to God. On the stand, the coroner said that's how he checked the temperature of the bodies to figure time of death, is he put his hand in their armpits.
What?
Yeah.
He put his hand in the victim's armpits and said, oh, yeah. You're not
and he said,
warm.
Oh, they're still pretty warm. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay,
that's what I mean. This investigation was just not good.
That's the only time of death they base it off of armpits?
So that's why they're not basing it off of scientific medical stuff. They're basing it off of when the phones went silent. Because Paul was in the middle of a conversation with his friend and he was always on his phone, and Maggie was, reading text on her phone, and then their phones both went silent around the same time and never unlocked again. So that's what they're basing it off of.
If Alec was in those kennels at that time moments before, gunshots are allowed, right? Would he not have heard that? Would he have not seen activity of people arriving?
He probably wouldn't have seen people arriving because of the distance between, it's two separate driveways for the kennels and the house. But I think he would have heard the gunshots. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's not like there's a lot of, ambient noise or anything. So
you think it was two killers or one with two different guns? And then where'd the guns go? And then if these people really did come to kill Maggie and Paul, why didn't they bring their own guns? How did they anticipate
that those would be there
to use?
Exactly. And it's proven that at least the rifle was a family gun, because the same casings were found other places on the property from the gun that killed Maggie.
Gun.
So we know that it was at least a family rifle. They can't prove what shotgun it was from that killed Paul, but yeah.
Well, if he says, I think he did it. Think about the shots I hear all the time. Well, I know that, Meatfoot, but
he says he didn't hear any shots. He didn't say, hey, I heard shots, but I hear shots all the time. Right. He said he didn't hear anything.
He didn't hear any. And how quick did you fall asleep?
Yeah.
When you're a proven liar, and this is why I always advocate, don't lie, people, because once you get caught in one lie, you then have to question all truths. So he's proven that he lied about such a horrific, traumatic thing, right? Like, this is the worst thing somebody could go through. Yet your mind was already willing to lie. I'm sorry, I don't I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I really think that he is so sloppy, and looking at how his attempt on his own life happened, that if somebody else was involved, it would have come out by now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's possible. I don't know. That's just my gut feeling. And like I said, I think it might be just because I don't think the state has done a good job putting the gun in his hand. I do believe without a shadow of a doubt he was there and at a minimum planned it and had part in it. But I still think it's possible that someone else is involved, but I definitely don't think the state has put the gun in his hand. So.
But again, you guys, so like, oh, it was somebody else who came and murdered my wife and son, but they didn't bring anything with them. This is like the Ramseys all over again. I didn't bring anything with me. I used everything that was already in the house.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Hello, buddy.
Baby, mod baby. He did say
I'm really interested to see the outcome of this case, though. Like, I really, really am. So another juror just got excused today for talking about the case to people.
So do they have a step-in juror?
Yeah, they had 5 alternate jurors, and now they only have 1 left. That's how many jurors had to leave during this case, because it's been like a 6-week trial.
Yeah.
So
they've proven he has literally lied about everything. He has not told the truth once until he couldn't escape accountability. Then he staged a tragedy to avoid or delay consequences.
Yeah, and they've definitely proven he's a liar.
He's like, then I go and I meet Papa down at the Wawa, and then I have Mama. Oh my gosh. And then gun Paul always used to hunt with is the one of the ones used. Oh, really? When he was shot in the head, I believe that was to make it look like someone was after him. So, well, what did they ever follow through with the phone that tried to unlock?
Maggie's phone. I mean, they talked. They talked about it, but they can't. He knew her password, so they can't really say, "Oh, he was trying to get into her phone," because he when they did find her phone, he's the one who did.
But even when I pick up my phone, it automatically goes to scan my face before I even have the chance to put the numbers in.
Yeah, the state's idea is that like he had her phone in his hand, and when he was manufacturing an alibi and trying to call her before he left for his mom's, because the side button rejected the call. They think that, he had her phone in one hand and his in the other when he was doing that. And then on the way to his mom's, that's when he threw it onto the side of the road out the window. Because that's where they found it was, like a half mile down the road.
He didn't try to unlock it, Wolfie. As far as I know, the phone perceived like it being picked up and the facial recognition made an attempt.
It activated the camera to like try and recognize the face.
It went from portrait to landscape and back to portrait, right?
Yeah, and the state's saying that was when he was throwing the phone.
Where was her phone found?
It was found a half mile down the road on the side of the road.
It wasn't found by her?
No. They had to use Find My Phone app to find it because it was down the road on like in a ravine.
Was it along the route of his mom's?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, who's to say he went straight to his mom's, Dick?
Well, when he got to his mom's, because he had to call the caregiver for her to unlock the door, he was there for 5 minutes before he even did that to get inside. So the state's arguing that's when he hid the guns, because they didn't even search his mom's property for months. So
damn, they dropped the ball.
They really did, yeah.
And see, this is why I think he claimed to have the addiction that he did to the extent that he did, because there's money missing. And so if you are saying that you're spending this amount, you are equating to it being gone. This is the amount that's gone and this is where it went. I think he has money stashed away.
Yeah, I think that's it, because he's been stealing for like a couple decades. And, so it's just crazy.
Woo! How long do you think that they'll deliberate?
I think they'll come back on Monday.
They're not. So tomorrow is the last day they deliberate before. Yeah. And yeah, Brooke, you're not asking silly questions. Look at me earlier. I didn't know anything about that gun. And I didn't even know what a cookie was. You got to tell me about the crumbs. So let's just be fair. OnStar says he went to his mom's, but 198 steps in 8 minutes. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. What are you eating for dinner?
I think I'm going to order pizza.
Pizza. Can't go wrong with pizza.
I'm too lazy and tired to try and make dinner tonight, so just order pizza.
I feel you. I'm like, in the back of my mind throughout this whole conversation, I'm like, what do I want? I'm so hungry.
Rain woke up at 3:00 in the morning this morning for no apparent reason and never went back to sleep.
Well, at least she's going to go to bed early. That's when you skip the nap and let them stay up and then put them to bed early.
Yeah, she actually sleeps better after when she naps. Like, and her doctor says it's part of kind of like the ADHD. She'll sleep better at night if she takes like an hour nap during the day. So it's weird. It's like opposite, but
if it works for her, every kid's different. You know, you just gotta find. Ew! Sorry, don't put a shrimp on a taco. You just ruined it. Now, Brooke, you apologize for asking silly questions. Now you need to apologize for that. Okay?
Shrimp tacos can be good if you make them right.
No seafood. Just no. Do just a classic chopped beef or steak, even maybe chicken, but shrimp, no. Are you talking about a hard taco or a soft taco?
It's got to be a soft taco with shrimp, like spicy shrimp, you know, like Cajun shrimp. Soft
busted
tacos.
A caps lock on me. Ooh, what's lazy lasagna? I fucking love lasagna. I make a bomb ass lasagna. I had spicy chicken tacos last night.
Sorry, I set my phone down.
Come on. I love pasta. No, you've gone too far, Tia. You've gone too far. None of this seafood nonsense.
You don't like seafood at all?
No, only hibachi shrimp. But I make him cut the shrimp up into little itty bitty pieces and burn the fudge out of it. Just keep it on. He keeps it on the hibachi grill all the way to the end. And he's like, "Okay, you ready?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, it's good now."
That's how I am with my hamburgers. I like them pretty much burnt.
Oh no! Kristen eats her steak. It's called like Rare doesn't define it. I have like a hair. Rare doesn't define
like
it.
Still
it's
mooing.
Like blue. Like it's blue.
Oh,
and I'm
I
like,
can't.
oh my God. Now I used to, ooh, yum, what the crock share. Are you taking me to dinner with you? Where are you going? I want to go to dinner. I love going out to dinner. Like I get very excited to go out to dinner. But now what was I going to say? What was I saying a second ago?
That Kristen eats her steak like blue rare.
Yes. Now I like medium rare. I like that hot pink center, but you know, let me show you what she eats it at.
Yeah,
she sent the picture the other day and I was like, oh my God.
I have to have everything well done. Because I don't, if I see blood, that reminds me that I'm eating an animal, and I can't think about the fact that I'm eating an animal or I can't eat it. I would be vegetarian if I didn't love meat so much. I've tried to stop eating meat, but I just can't do it.
Are you guys ready to see this? Hold on. Oh God, I can't even look at it. Because it's the texture, it's the consistency. Studio Headphone says, I love blue rare. Oh no. Is this how you eat yours? Oh. Ooh. Longhorn. I've never been to Longhorn.
No.
I think that's a steakhouse. I really want to go too. Take me with you. That is disgusting.
Yeah, I could not. I actually feel nauseous looking at it. I could not.
I know, Brooke, right? You may as well just take the cow and sit him down and all right, bon appetit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, does it even get hot? Like, no, I couldn't. Oh, ew, Akasha.
What about sushi? Will you eat sushi? I can't eat sushi.
Fish.
Oh, that's a good point.
What makes you think I'd eat raw fish?
I don't know.
I won't eat cooked fish.
You don't like salmon either?
No.
Oh, I love salmon.
No.
I'll only eat salmon, shrimp, lobster, and crab. That's the only seafood I'll eat.
No, just hibachi shrimp. Like I said, tiny, tiny, tiny itty bitty pieces and well done to where it doesn't have a seafood texture at all. And that's only because I could dip it in that whatever sauce, that white sauce they give. I like that white sauce. What's a wild game feast? No.
Wild game like deer and elk and stuff?
Oh no. No.
I
No.
can't eat deer and elk. My friend tricked me eating deer once. She told me it was steak when I was at her house because she thought it was funny because she knew I wouldn't eat it. And I was eating it, and she was like, "Isn't that good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's really good." And she's like, "See that deer head on the wall? That's who you're eating." And she was serious. It was horrible. I'm not against hunting or anything, but I can't.
But you liked it.
I did. It tasted good. Venison, that's what she called it. It was really good. But when you can't look at the face of who you're eating,
No.
that's horrible.
No.
And I just think of Bambi, and I just can't.
Poor Bambi. What did it taste like? Steak? Did it taste like steak, Amber? I need to know.
It was, but it was like more tender and just it was more flavorful, you know.
In a good way?
Yeah, it was in a good way. It was good. If it wasn't deer, I would definitely eat it again. But I can't. Oh. My ex-boyfriend tricked me into eating bear jerky jerky once too, and that was really good, but I never eat that.
Bear jerky.
It's
the
like,
bears smell the menstruation.
It's like bear meat but jerky.
Ew, people eat bear?
Yes, people eat bear.
No. Oh no. No. I love steak. But like that's as meaty as I get. Oh no. Yeah, gator. Would you ever eat gator?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I gotta take this thing off my screen. That thing.
And I won't eat like weird body parts. Like I'll never try liver or snouts or
liver and onions.
Yeah, nope, I won't do it.
You know they have turtle soup. Turtle.
Oh, that's sad. Like actual turtle.
Oh, on my For You page, because I watched a bunch of shorts, okay? And I don't know how it came up in my feed. And before I knew what I was watching, it was too late. It was this woman who, with the shell and everything, just sucking out their head. Their head slide right out there, like the turtle head with the neck. And she's just like tossing it.
Ew.
And I was like, oh my God. Like she boiled it to where the meat just slid right out of the shell. And I was like, oh my God.
That's
I know,
so
right?
Sad. Like, was it alive?
No, she boiled it.
Oh.
She boiled it. And the meat was so tender, it slid right, like when I say this head pulled right out of the shell, like it was like whoop.
That reminds me of like oysters and clams. I won't try those because the texture, just looking at it, freaks me out so bad.
Liver is horrible. You tasted liver? Ugh. I don't want frogs.
I've tried octopus before. I've tried octopus once.
Had fried calamari, and again, like as long as you have like a spicy marinade. Now I haven't had it in like 15 years, but I have tried that. A screenshot of what, Shay? It better not have been in my froze. Like, notice that whenever your screen freezes, why does it have to be in the worst position? It's never in like a cute, like, oh, hey, it's like and then your freaking face gets frozen that way. No, I never had oysters. I've had linguine with white clam sauce without the clams, just the sauce. Like I'll eat the linguine from it and I'll push the clams to the side.
Like I've tried clam chowder and I think it's disgusting. So that kind of like pushed me away from ever trying clams.
I mean, I wish I liked seafood because it's healthy, but I don't.
Is it the texture or the taste or both?
Everything.
Yeah. That's why I won't eat sushi. The texture freaks me out.
The texture, the smell. That's why I have them burn the shrimp because I don't want that. I don't know. Like I could smell the sea. I don't like the sea. Just no.
Do you like tuna sandwiches?
No.
Oh, I love tuna sandwiches. I put like jalapenos in it and celery and onion. Yeah.
I used to eat when I was a kid once like a year, have a tuna sandwich, but I don't know. Not anymore, no. I think that's all. Yeah. So I've tried shrimp, cooked, way overcooked, tuna on a sandwich, and fried calamari. That's the only seafood I've ever tried. Ew, fuck your. Oh, sorry, baby. I don't like sardines, and it makes me bothered that I love Caesar salad and there's sardines in the Caesar dressing.
There is?
You didn't
There's
know that?
No, I love Caesar salad. Now that bugs me.
Yes. Watch how they make homemade Caesar dressing is raw egg and sardines
Oh my
and like a
gosh.
couple other things, and they mix it up. Yeah.
I did not know that. And Caesar is my favorite type of salad.
I love Caesar. Caesar's great. But if you go to really fancy restaurants, they will make it tableside, and you see them throw in the sardines, crack the egg, just take the white away, mix it up, and then slather it on your iceberg
You've
lettuce.
ruined
And I'm
Caesar
like,
salads for me. I'm gonna go look at my dressing bottle after this.
Well, I don't know what the dressing, but they'll definitely. I know that has sardines, but like watch them home, like make it at the restaurants. They put anchovies, not sardines. It's the same thing, isn't it? What's the difference?
I think they're like the same thing. I'm sure they're different fish, but they look the same to me.
The small little things that come in like 80 of them in a can.
I have so many friends that like to just eat those straight out of the can, and I'm like, oh, gross.
Oh,
so gross.
I couldn't see that smell. Just Flower Power loves anchovies. I know that you can eat it on pizza too.
Oh no.
Oh,
I just like extra pepperoni, mushrooms, green peppers, and jalapenos. That's how I get my pizza.
Well, you guys told me about like pizza here. The thinner, the better. Like it's paper thin, and I love it. It's crunchy. But then you guys told me about those deep dish. They're like
like Chicago
big.
pizzas.
Yes, I've never tried one of those.
They're good. They're really good, especially the ones that they have them where like the ingredients are on the inside. You know, it's like an inside out pizza in a deep dish. Ooh. And that's really good too.
Ooh, steak tartare, no. And I've watched this girl on YouTube. She's like on her health journey, and she eats a pound of raw meat every day. And she sits down, and you know how raw ground beef looks? It has the squiggles.
Yeah.
And she just sits there and just eats the whole pound. And I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, I can't. I have to cook all my meat like really well done. Like I said, I
don't like it well done to where it gets chewy. But I used to like medium rare, but as I gotten older, I got more squeamish about it, and then I'll go for medium.
For my steak, I like just like a tiny bit of pink, just to where like you really have to look at it to see the pink.
I'm so hungry. Liver King, no Capri's. No. Is that a new picture, Capri's? It's a nice picture. There's the link, Wolfie. You have a minute to say what you got to say. And if it's something about seafood, I'm going to be pissed. What is it? What is it, Wolfie?
What is what?
What'd you come up for?
Just cause.
Yeah.
I thought she
was
going to give me
a reason.
I thought she was going to come up here and school me on seafood or something.
No.
I was nervous. But yes, it has anchovies or sardines, whichever one in it. Yee. Our first boil. Yeah, Amanda has crawfish boils, and she sucks the head out of.
Good. Yeah.
Oh
That's how you get all the juices and the flavor.
Oh, that I could not go anywhere.
You gotta suck the head
near eyes. Like I don't want my mouth near anything's eyes.
No, I can't either.
Ugh.
Have you? I know people that like eat like the eyes of like the cows and stuff, and it's just no.
Don't you talk about sucking heads in my chat, Shay-Benet. Don't you do it. No. Yeah, they take little toothpicks and they poke the eye and they're like, best for last.
Oh my God, no.
Oh no, meat foot. This is bad.
I'm so glad I'm not pregnant anymore. I would be throwing up right now.
Yeah. But you know what? I used to love watching Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmerman, and he'd travel around the countries, and stuff that we would never eat is delicacy in other places. Yes. And their street food, it's like 80 scorpions on a stick, like 3 frogs, and like, just crazy things. But they have some Like everything that we throw
Why
out
am I
from an animal
naked?
parts, that's what they eat. Do I want a video meat foot?
So
Hey
I
guys,
grew
hey
up.
guys.
I grew up in.
Why am I naked?
You're not naked to me.
You're not naked.
Naked to me.
No, I see your picture.
Okay.
So I grew up, like, my step family was from Syria. Like, they, moved, like, they immigrated here. But anyway, they eat, like, lamb, like baby sheep and stuff. And it just made me so sad. I would never eat it. And they'd be like, if you're not going to eat it, then you don't eat anything. But I can't do things like that. And, like, countries that eat dogs, like, they,
no. Oh, no.
I just can't.
No.
See, she said I'm naked.
Nope.
No, I see you, Wolfie.
Take a picture, Shape, she said, yes, Dick, and she's naked. We need to savor this moment.
Shut up. Ain't no dick.
You don't have a pic down there.
Sorry, Dick.
Fear factor, yeah. Well, I could never eat cockroaches, like scorpions. I also like that show with James Corden, and I know I don't like mainstream stuff, but it's like Spill Your Guts, and he'll have a celebrity come on, and they are asked hard questions, like he asked Kris Kardashian or something like, is Kylie pregnant, back when it was like a big rumor. And so you either have to answer the question honestly, or in front of you is like 12 disgusting foods. Like one is a cup full of bird saliva. Another one is like a cockroach pudding. Bird saliva. How they even got that much?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny. I'll send you links, Amber. It's really funny to watch though. And so like they have like 12 different options, like cow dick, like this big too. Hi, Roxy King. And so if they don't want to answer the question, they have to opt to eat.
I would never go on that show.
Things.
No way.
Mm-mm.
Have you ever tried like like chocolate covered crickets and stuff that people sell?
No. Why would I?
I don't know. I know a lot of people that do.
What did I just say? I'm like, no insects, cockroaches. I won't even eat shrimp. No. I'm not gonna eat but they do have the little. They say that you don't really taste the grasshoppers or anything. You just taste the chocolate.
Yeah. Where I live, there's been a lot of restaurants that have gotten in trouble for using horse meat as their meat here.
There was a Chinese food restaurant years ago that got shut down because they were using cat meat.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Ugh. Perfect, Lucia. I always like my subscribers to feel like they're mid-puke while visiting my channel, so mission achieved. I know, this happened because I said I was hungry. Now I'm making myself nauseous. Oh. See, he doesn't like the chocolate-covered crickets either. Try to be on a military survival course with only a knife, canteen,
work calls,
and campus. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to hop down too, but I appreciate you coming up and giving us your thoughts on Murdoch. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And give Mod Baby lots of love from us.
I will. He's teething and grumpy.
Oh, yeah, that's the best times ever.
Yeah.
Get those frozen teething rings.
Yeah, he has like 10 of them, and I'm always like alternating it. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww, poor baby. That was my impression of Mod Baby. Yeah, Chewy.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for coming up, Amber. Love you.
Yep.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye. But all right, guys, I'm gonna talk to Dick and Willie. I don't know if I'll be back on later tonight. I'll probably schedule it for tomorrow before I go on, or after, because I don't know what time I'm going on Real Talk with Alex. But we will be over there to do part 2 of our UFO and Alien Live, which I'm really excited for. And so thank you all for being here, Shay. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. That was extremely kind of you. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys all soon. And look out, if you are on Patreon, I'll be streaming episode 2 of the 9/11 series. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you, Wolfie. And I'll talk to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.